Goku looks so fucking cool. There's no reason for me not to play him.
I got called a name and then insulted for using my extra large control.
But like, honestly, I'll be real with you. I'm about to go try hard mode on this demo build.
Called him out!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another special episode with a returning guest, Perfect Legend.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Hell yeah, dude. There's a lot of shit that has happened over the weekend and the past few weeks, so it's going to be chunky.
Right.
That's kind of, yeah, I believe we just came off of a big major outing for Dragon Ball Fighters just this last weekend, Winter Brawl. And you, for later on, got some stuff you want to bring up with us and your own plans for competitive Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, of course. With Streamy, we got Cell games coming on. Of course, unfortunately, we had to push it back because of the net code issues and stuff. But I think with the most recent patch, we'll be able to definitely get things going. People can still register, and we're sitting at like I think 417 entrants right now.
Holy shit!
And if everything goes right as far as the net code, then we'll have the tournament this weekend on the 3rd. So, and then we'll get down to top 16. Well, not top 16. I'm sorry, top 8 for I think be playing out on the 6th. I think I have to go back and look at the dates, but I know it's for sure on the March 3rd. We have Aquaman and Ultra David commentating.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's interesting. Ultra David slowly getting his feet wet in Dragon Ball Fighters, so it'll be cool to have him on the mics for that.
Yeah, Ultra David's always been good, man. It's just I know he wasn't like a big Dragon Ball fan, but I know he's been really and really like digging his hands into the game as he does everything else.
I had to twist his arm a little bit at Capcom Cup to really give me some opinions about it. Yeah. But he seemed interested, so I'm happy that he's going in. But
that's
you
pretty...
yourself. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say that's pretty dope that it's basically going to be the guinea pig for stuff that a lot of people are trying to do, man. Because I've heard a lot of other people or a lot of other people trying to attempt the same thing. And I think you guys are going to be the first ones to really pull through with it. So,
I mean, somebody had to pull the trigger, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of practice too. Cause like with Combat Cup, they were doing since like the NESL, like Streamy picked up and started doing Combat Cup, and then that evolved into Combat Cup Season 2, and then we have now that like what's called it's not the Clash series, but we'll have like a Mortal Kombat event at least once a month. Is like a monthly instead of like a circuit, because right now Injustice is the game, so they have War of the Gods, and War of the Gods had a full season last year, and do another one for this year that started I believe in like December, and now it's still going on right now too. But there's a lot of experience that we have with just also running the brackets through Smash GG. They'll get down from like a 500-man bracket to top 8 in like 4 hours online. You know what I'm saying? And that's really good. So we're in good hands when it comes to the tournament being ran smoothly. But all it is now is making sure that the netcode holds up. As far as like getting into ring matches and stuff, no problem.
Ring matches.
Yeah.
Dude, you said like the magic words right there, because we actually just got a big update today. Today was the day of the huge update that was supposed to begin the rollout of fixes for some of the issues that not only are happening with the game itself, but also with its netcode and its online experience. And unfortunately, me and Abe and Gibby tested it out earlier on, and it's still not quite that clean. But I'm feeling pretty good that they're heading in the right direction with that. So.
Yeah, I've been able to try it. Fortunately, like every time there's an update, like server maintenance goes down, locals come over and play.
So you got going on back there, right?
Yeah, so like I never get to see like I don't know, I never get to feel that frustration because people just come over. But we don't schedule it. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna come over today, and it's like, all right, the servers are down. It's like, well, guess I don't have to worry about that.
Just play with
we
the
play
fellas,
like
huh?
we play. Well, they'll get together like more than I do because like on Wednesdays I do stuff, but like they'll get together on weekdays and they come over here, and then like on weekends they'll go like Bowling Green and stuff.
Okay.
And we got, dude, it seems like there's a tournament like every other day. It's hard to keep track. So me, I'm just chilling and sitting in the lab and waiting until Combo Breaker for real.
Waiting until combo breaker. So you're not making you're not making it the final round. You're not going in. Combo breaker is going to be your quote unquote Dragon Ball Fighters debut, basically.
Yeah, that'll be the tournament I go to.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, that's looking like a big tournament for Dragon Ball Fighters. So
it's a Midwest event, and it's I mean, people probably don't remember UFGT, but it's a replacement for UFGT, which was our biggest event at the time. Now we have Combo Breaker, and I don't know, because it's like our local big event, I'd rather just go there. So
I hear you. We got that over here too, NCR.
Yeah, and like just traveling a lot, going back and forth from California or just anywhere. It's like, man, let me chill out for a bit. Because, I'm a little bit older, so I got to make sure my body's right and all that stuff.
Definitely feel you there. Yeah, definitely.
I was going to say, we saw a lot of you out in Cali for a second,
man.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I live here now? What?
I legit thought you lived in SoCal for a second, because I was like, because when you came with the Bandai Namco, I was like, wait a minute. Like, are you
never left. Yeah. He's been here since.
They were like, it's like, why did it take you so long to get here? I was like, dude, I had to catch a plane from Detroit. No, I had to catch a plane from Toledo to Chicago, and then like transfer from Chicago to San Jose. So like that's why it took me a while, or I would have been there early in the morning.
No, for sure. But I was like, damn, dude, like this dude drive. You did like people commute in the morning though, right? You like
man. Basically, and then I went back home the next day.
Damn, that's nuts. Hats off to you though, man. Thank you for all your hard work.
Dude, I mean, like, honestly, I'm just happy to be around, to help with anything, because it's a dream come true just to do any of this stuff.
For sure, man. Especially for this game, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely think that we're all in a similar position as to if we feel like we wanted to ball out on a game, this is definitely the one to do it.
Right.
And there's a lot of other players that are coming out the woodwork that I'm not too. People have been commenting a lot about a lot of other scenes getting in on this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And especially with Winter Brawl and the week before for Dragon Brawl, we saw a lot of different interpretations of what people think this game should be played like.
Right.
So getting into the nitty gritty of this topic, I guess, is what is, as far as since you've been able to observe the clashes of these types of players, what is your biggest thing that you've seen that is good, and what's the biggest thing that you've seen that is bad that a lot of people have approached in this game?
Some people aren't maintaining their awareness to the threats of what can kill them. Like, say, whether it's a vanish or super dash or something.
Yeah.
Like, people are doing block strings that aren't fully like fail safe, and they're also not utilizing best utilizing the defensive mechanics of the game, like just to reflect or the guard tag cancel. I was trying to think. We need a better term for that. I don't like saying guard tag cancel. Maybe we could say tag cancel.
Just say guard
cancel. All right. The guard cancel. Just people are blocking wrong. A lot of people are trying to like up back when they're not supposed to. And I know because like earlier on when I was playing the game, like I would up back at the wrong times because like people will get clipped by like mids and they're like, what the fuck? How'd I get hit? And it's because they were up backing and they weren't short because they think like they can up back and block at the same time. But in that instance, they have to back and block. Even when you're in the air and you think you can up back, you have to back and block or you'll get clipped even while you're like falling sometimes.
Yeah, that shit's weird, dude.
So it's really that, and people aren't like fully optimized. Well, they'll do like somebody will do a combo and end it putting the opponent out of the corner. Like, no, why would you do that? Or they'll spin meter when they don't need to, but because they spent that meter, it'll reset the neutral, even though the character will have like not that much health. When they could have just went for the hard knockdown and go for more setup, you know what I'm saying? And then like in the next setup, they could have killed them, but because they spent that meter, now they got to reopen them up again and they don't have any pressure to go off of. So I just see stuff like that. It's mostly it. And then of course, like some team compositions, the use of assists might be off, or like some people don't have like the entire, but again, the game's new. And it's early. I'm not like knocking nobody saying whatever, but it's like, hey, a lot of the stuff is kind of like it could be common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Basic.
If you played a lot of fighting games, and you should know like you probably shouldn't do this right here, and you should. I don't know. I guess to me, it's very clear what to do to win in this game.
I don't think you're the only one that thinks that, because me and Chris were pretty much commentating to ourselves when we were watching Winter Brawl, and I was like, why didn't he fucking snap him? Why didn't he fucking
There
snap
was
him?
a ton
Oh my
of
God.
non-snapping going, and I feel like there's like a really subtle answer to that, where like maybe he liked the momentum he was getting from just beating up the character that came in, even though that character was completely healthy, and he almost killed
Or they're
the
not
character.
even thinking about that, because that's a fundamental you get from like Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you're like, all right, let me snap that character, and you fight MSP. Let me fucking snap in Psylocke and kill her, and then the entire team competition goes away.
That's true, but like at this stage of the game, there's definitely I don't think there's any character that just totally make a team. You know, I don't think there's one character.
Yeah, there isn't, but there are like problems to a team. Like if you have a Team Gohan on team, kill Team Gohan. Don't let him be the last.
For
character.
sure.
Like it's stuff like that. Like Tenshin Han, don't let that dude. Don't be that guy. That,
losing to the
that just beats up the entire team and loses to Tenshin Han. I've seen a lot of that and in top 8. So,
but at the same time, you would agree that if you had a chance, if there's like a Kid Buu on a team and you were going to kill him and he switched out for Tenshin Han and you caught him and you had the air combo, you still snap in that Kid Buu, right?
I want Tenshin Han dead.
That badly?
Yeah.
Fuck that character.
I don't know.
Unless, all right, if his health, look, you want to get Tenshin Han's health low, so then when he does his level 3, he can't spend extra bars for it. So it's only that one hit.
Here we go. Give us that strat.
Yeah, that's really important, because that's how he, like, he's one that's probably like top 3 anchor in the game, right? But he's only that when he has all his health and has, 7 bars. Because if he has 7 bars and sparking, like, people got to think about, like, you want to fight Golden Frieza with 7 bars and sparking? No, the fuck you don't. So snap his ass in, kill him, and then fight the rest of the team. It's just, that's how I feel about it. I think at the highest level, people are going to be utilizing strategies like that.
I think so too. In terms of like characters that are just going to be good on their own at the end like that, I could see why they continue the momentum on catching and incoming. Not at the same time, that wasn't the case. There was a lot of times where people were just not. They were just again snapping an opponent back in and taking advantage or taking away that blue health that was regenerating, and it was driving me nuts.
How about snap it or not snap, but vanish cancel a combo into like shit damage? Like what the fuck? Like why were people doing
or
that
not
shit?
Vanishing when they could? That will and the next vanish will either maintain the momentum for them or it will kill the character. Like they'll just do. The light medium heavy and they get knocked out and then they go for a pressure, but then somebody will vanish and they won't be looking for the vanish to punish it, and then they get knocked in the corner and now they just lost. Like it's just a bunch of stuff like that, which is due to
it's awkward. It's awkward. Like vanish is awkward. Let's get that out of the way. Vanish, especially raw vanish, is awkward as hell.
Yeah.
Visually too, like what?
Yeah. Because it changes the panning of the camera. But if you look for that to react to it, it's easy to get the punish.
It is if you could totally read it, and I'm not saying that you can't do that, but like when you block it, and this happened a lot too. People were challenging the raw vanishes on the ground, and like I get it. It looks like you should be able to blow that up.
Sometimes it looks like you can, and sometimes you can't. It's based on like how high in the air they are. Aren't.
Some of them threaded the needle. Some people were just like, okay, that's just a hair too high. I'm gonna hit a button, and it worked out for them. But there were other people who just had no business touching anything on the button.
Dude, you know not to press a button right here, and
they did it anyway. Counter.
I love that counter. Like you were pressing the button. How did I get hit? You know how. You were pressing the button.
And I'm not trying to harsh on these guys because it's the first major, and maybe
of course. But we can talk shit, man. This is fighting game. Chill out and stop being so mad about everything. Your opinion is different. So what? Make another one. Make another opinion.
Are we starting this already? Are we starting this already?
I'm just saying, man, because people. All I'm seeing is people just upset, man. Like I ate all their marshmallows or something.
Can't make s'mores anymore, dog. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know how you ate all their marshmallows, but you didn't even show up to the camp out. So it's just like you did it before.
I be inviting people, man. They don't want to come.
All right, so let's talk about that. Very publicly, you've been inviting one Sonic Fox to play you online.
Dude, yeah, like here's the thing, like I wasn't trying to make a big deal about it. I was trying to make a big deal about it at all. I thought it was funny to send him that video and Broly going like Kakarot and shit. Cause you know how Broly in the thing, like he wanted to beat Goku. I'm like, all right. So he takes it, whatever. He's like, oh, you got to earn it. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? All right, I'm at CEO. I'm like, hey, man, let's get some games. All right, man, we'll play. Oh, okay, all right, cool. And I'm thinking shit's cool, but like every time, so I don't know. It's regardless, like I do know because on the topic of him saying earn it, well, I did earn it by entering Absolute Battle, and he made sure I didn't have to play him. So I was in this man's pool, and he had me move to a different pool. Because he was like, hey, man, I don't want you to have to play me this early. What you mean you don't want me to have to play you? You got to play me. This is my pool. And he moved me out of it.
Oh, fuck.
So, like, what am I supposed to do if the guy doesn't want to play me at all? Making sure I'm not in the same bracket or side pool with him, won't play me in casuals. And it's not like, look, me beating him in casuals or whatever is not going to say, oh, you're no longer the MKX world champion or the Injustice 1 world champion. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to make sure I'm polished enough so when I go to Evo, when I fight fucking Japan or Europe or something, because you already know Allion is in fucking lab right now with some Majin Buu shit, hitting people with some ridiculous Vortex stuff. We ain't seeing it, but he'll post a video here and there, and people want to act like that character has no neutral. I'm trying to be polished for all of that. I want to fight every strong player, but hey, man, that's cool if there's something there that, I mean, maybe scared of me or something like that. I don't know, but hey, man, you're supposed to be the best. You should be down to play casuals.
Now, there was obviously a time where everybody, you were the best. You dominated.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on, man. According to the NRS community, that was never a time. That shit never happened. That shit never happened. And it never existed. Apparently, there was never an error when this happened. There's always some asterisk next to my name.
That shit got retconned.
Yeah, they was like, you won Evo this year? That shit don't count. It was 2-4 low hat all day. Oh, the next year. And then the next year, they was like, hey, dog, Kung Lao sucks. We know this matchup because they was playing some dude in New York, apparently, who was better than me with Kung Lao. Fuck out of here with that shit. But so I go to Evo and I get a new strat that is better than the strat I was using before, but it's fair. That's how I feel. It's basically like I jump at you, you try to anti-air me, I teleport and blow you up. It's literally the same strat as using Vanish to blow up somebody trying to anti-air you with down H in this game. It's that same thing, except for when I fall, I get a full combo punish. It's basically like an empty Vanish, kind of. That's how it was. But if you read it, I get fucked up. Like, it was fair. And I beat people with that. And then they try to say, oh, that was a gimmick. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I can never get the credit, but it's like when we play games that are even more broken, they want to give those games more credit as if they took more skill or whatever. I don't know. It's whatever, dude. Like, well, I don't give a fuck.
I was getting to the point where, like, you were obviously in a position where, people would probably approach you for sets just to play either the best player.
And I would play them.
Yes, that's my question. You would play these people, right?
Dude, I did a fucking 100 game win streak on this Saint on MK9. It's on my YouTube channel. I play whoever wanted to play. People, I'll be like, hey, if your connection's good enough, et cetera, I'll play you. I don't care who you are. Mm-hmm. And I would play people. It didn't matter to me. Like, even me and Sonic used to play hella games actually together. We used to play fucking Justice 1, MK9, and DOA. Those are games I used to play him in. And it was, I don't know, it was never a big deal until like really the NRS community made it a big deal.
Oh shit.
Honestly, like a lot of the problem comes from that. So I don't know. It's whatever. But look, if Sonic wants to stop being whatever, I'm still down for some games.
Just trying to get some games in, man. That's what it sounds like. You just want to get some games.
That's what it's about, is what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm not going to fucking DM you on Twitter like, hey, dog, let's get some games in. If I'm not just trying to get some games in. Like, I could have made a formal challenge like, Sonic Fox, I challenge you to 13-0 Part 2. Let's go. Like, the fuck? I'm just trying to play. Like, all I care about is winning Evos. Like, I don't think anyone realized that. My goal wasn't to win exhibitions. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. It's whatever, man.
I mean, that's an admirable goal if there ever was one.
This is competitive fight games. I came in here with the goal of, I don't know, playing good games with people, going to tournaments, because I love that shit. I love going to events and seeing y'all. Like, that shit is fucking fun as hell to me. And I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of shit like that, I was there at the Saiyan Showdown, the one where they had the voice actors there. That being there, I know people have criticism of when they saw it online, But being there was a fucking trip, dude. That
Dude,
production
yeah,
there
dude,
was
it was
dope as fuck.
magical. It was
Yeah.
like, dude, that entire experience was like, it was magical, man. So many people all like loving Dragon Ball, and everybody's just like, even the bar had like Dragon Ball themed like drinks and stuff. That shit was tight, man.
Yeah, the intros and shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like you were saying, there's a lot of shit to motivate us to try to progress in whatever that we're doing. And I think what's happening right now with competitors is that we all want to get better, right? But at the same time, some of us want to hold on to where we're established currently in other games as well, and not lose that in this game.
I mean, like, it's not going to take away from anybody. I mean, it only takes away from me.
And realistically, it wouldn't take away from anybody. But let's face it, people think funny shit when they lose a game in a game they, don't normally play, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's
like, oh, I want to go. Well, you won't beat me in this game, et cetera, et cetera. It's just like,
okay. But if somebody tells you that, you're like, okay, let's go play that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, let's play. Because I'm practicing. Like, look, somebody hit me up today. You trying to play some Tekken? The fuck I am trying to play some Tekken. I know I'm all cracked out on Dragon Ball, but yes, there's not a time that I don't want to play some fucking Tekken.
Pop that shit in.
I hear you.
Dude, I'm trying to do electric wing god fist. Like, what's up?
Yeah, man. Like, no, I get people like asking me about Nelson shit all the time, and I'm like, you know what? I will be happy to show you the Nelson. And this guy's over here talking about Joe's the only guy on my team, and I'm like, nah, dude, the Nelson matters also.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think people forget at the end of the day, yeah, we're behind like screens and shit, and these are big ass events in stadiums and stuff, but this is still like a scene bred by the arcade. You know what I'm saying? In the arcade, if someone's like, "Oh, I'm the best," then you're, "Oh, for word, put your fucking quarters up on the machine,
like, let's
and then you play." Like, because you can't get on the machine without somebody else standing next to you. You can't be like, "No, I don't want to play you, dog. Let me
you play that dude."
Yeah, you got like somebody's gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just. That's just how it is. So like, I don't know. People, if you say somebody's not the best, everybody gets an attitude, right? But shouldn't people welcome that, since this is the fighting game community and we welcome competition, right? You know what I'm saying? Or do people want somebody else to be the best, want who they want to be the best, just to say they're the best for no reason, and nobody challenge them because that's what they want?
So you're referencing obviously the Kotaku article that labeled Sonic Fox the best fighting game player of the modern era. And
I don't know. Kotaku is being written by somebody who don't know what the fuck they talking about. They're not a competitor. They're just somebody writing about the shit. That's just like a commentator. Like, you're not living the shit. You're writing about it, or you're talking about it. Like, unless you are playing and have the same experience as everybody, you can't sit and talk about what fighting game is what if you're not actually playing it at that level. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. Like, people don't have to agree with me, but see, like, come on, man.
I mean, I would argue that people who can study it can have like a valid, like,
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you don't have to be a super tournament placer or nothing like that. But like, if you study the game, you live and breathe the shit, you play it, even if you may not have the dexterity to play it at that level, but you understand it and you understand what the players are going through, the mind games behind stuff, like how it feels to have no life and you got to tag in your next character. Like, you got to know what that feels like before you can like call it or really make, even like, I'm just saying this is a basic level of it, but I'm saying like there's more to it than just making a label. But I'm sure people gotta make their clickbait stuff and whatever is cool.
Well, regardless of if it's clickbait or whatever, you know, everybody had an opinion about that article.
Of course.
And
got them talking, and you were, of course, willing to contribute to that discussion, yet everybody attached to your statement.
Oh, I didn't read the article, by the way. Because when I see that shit, I just keep scrolling. Because it's
you know what? Majority of people on Twitter, I don't think read the article either. They just saw the headline, was like, opinion time. Here I go.
That's the era we're in, though, man. Like, this is like, if you want to go esports, you better get ready for some hot takes, and they ain't that informative.
We about to have hot takes. Look, I watch Joe Rogan and all that, man. There can be hot takes. I know people are going to say the most off-the-wall shit. I do not care at this point. Look, I'm playing fighting games. Whatever you got to say to me, just know if you enter a tournament, you might have to sit next to me and play me. That's how I feel.
That is true. That is something that I've always felt.
Like it don't matter what nobody say, as long as I'm not banned from the tournament, I can still enter, and somebody is going to have to play me.
That is the beauty of a tournament for sure, man. And we saw that at Winter Brawl. We saw that at Dragon Brawl, and
we got 2 Brawl tournaments back to back.
Yeah, and it's again, people put their strategies where they thought it was gonna work, and some of them, in order to get better, they're gonna have to accept that shit didn't work. And
that's actually like a big thing too, because there were some names that had some strategies, and they've been working on it, right? And they just didn't really mesh well.
Well, people aren't playing the entire game. There's some people who are focusing on set play. Some people are focusing on the combo. Some people focusing on just reactions. Some people there's different focuses, but no one's playing the entire game.
Well, I think that also stems from the fact that we got people who were just not really showing up to locals or monthlies or whatever, didn't really get a chance to really feel comfortable with the game
also,
that they were performing these things in.
It is. I mean, we can't forget the factor in it is hard to get games online. So it's a lot harder. So it's a lot harder for people to be able to be on the field and see what people, because I'm not even on front. I got to play in the closed beta, thankfully. Thank you, Bamco, and I got to play at Tekken World Tournament or Tekken World Tour, and I got to play at Bandai. And because I play in the closed beta, I can study my footage every day, and then study everybody else's footage. And I don't know, I just theory fought for months, kind of like Frieza did before his tournament of power. I just basically did that and played Blast Blue, play Extreme Butoden, and just really went through a bunch of situations I thought would happen. And honestly, the game plays like I thought it would play like. But I don't feel like everybody I've seen, and honestly, this is everybody. Everybody I've seen is not playing the full game yet.
Here's my opinion on it as to why it seems like people aren't utilizing the game to its fullest right now. Is I think since the game is so new that maybe they aren't comfortable with utilizing all these aspects. That since it's fucking tournament time, I need to be fucking ready. I need to have some shit that is solid.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Because that's what you see, right? Like you see a lot of people who I got this solid play, maybe 2-3 tricks up my sleeve that I can do. That shit gets blown up, I might be game over for me. You know? And then these other aspects that when you see each individual person, it's like, okay, this guy didn't really work on how to defend against vanishes or how to utilize vanishes in an offensive way, or when to bait somebody into doing something and use vanish and then punish and stuff like that, right? That's a whole nother set of the game right there, right? And there's a whole tagging function and everything like that. It's everybody had a piece that they were really good at, but then this other piece fell apart.
Right.
And
there's a lot of aspects to the game.
Yeah. And the people that were able to force you to simplify your game and theirs, that allowed them to get to a pretty high placing, I think.
I think so too. It was a mix between people being able to simplify their game, adjust when things weren't working, and obviously not over. I mean, it's kind of similar to my first point, but not overfill their play. But I think that's different enough than keeping their game simple, because I feel like people have differing levels, differing depths to their well of ability at a certain given point in the fighting game's lifespan. And at Winter Brawl and at Dragon Brawl and at SinCal Standoff, we saw people who might have tried to overfill that a little bit, might have tried to just do a little bit too much when they could have did something simpler and, maybe not spill all their shit everywhere.
People are overextending and stuff.
Yeah, people were just overextending. And I don't hate seeing that. That's what it is.
Yeah. Everyone has an idea of how they think the game should work. And I'm saying this, people are not far off, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good players out there, and I'm glad to see that people are playing. I'm talking hella shit because it's fun, but at the same time, I'm loving the atmosphere that we have with everybody playing it from different games and stuff. I like seeing Excalibur Blades on this game, you know what I'm saying? He's a DOA champion. He's, in my opinion, been the best player in DOA 5 since the game came out. Basically since the game came out, and he's doing well in Z. Well, I'm saying Z because it's easier to say right now. I'm tired, man. It's 11:30 for me.
I'm sorry,
but yeah, his I'm thinking about like I've played him and I've watched him play, so I'm thinking about his Helena set play and stuff in DOA 5. It was very similar to DOA 4 stuff, but he definitely took the torch because a lot of us stopped playing and took it and ran with it and got really good with like and stuff. So I really like watching his Cell and his Kibu and stuff. Fame was my favorite to watch.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fame was
he definitely came up above the rest. It's like fuck. I love his team and I love the way he plays.
Dude, it's so pretty, man. All that blue.
Yeah.
I love watching Fame. Chris looked like fatigue got to him, man. That's what it seemed.
You know what that was? That damn fettuccine Alfredo with them French fries.
Oh
man, the Chris G diet, man, will get you sometimes.
The Chris G diet, yeah. Dude, that shit was an hour before top 8 Dragon Ball Fighters.
Pasta.
Yeah.
He got fries and cheese. No, I think cheese pizza or something. Because Clockwork took the picture of it, and I'm like, no, Chris, you're not supposed to eat shit.
Not like that, dude.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Holy crap.
Carbs.
Like that shit was just like, I mean, it was all over the place. And I mean, I guess you could make the argument that he worked off some of that during top 8 because he looked pretty strong going into grand finals.
Right.
But Sonic Fox.
Yeah, Sonic Fox picked him apart. Like it seemed like he got caught in Sonic Fox's offense, didn't know the holes in it, and just I think fatigue got to him because I didn't see the same level of focus with his like his converts and stuff. Like he'll get a hit and then drop it, and that usually comes from just fatigue because I know what it feels like. You be playing, you'll get a hit, and you're just like, well, shit, man, I'm fucking tired. Like
wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, so that's what it seemed like to me. I mean, and still like props to Sonic because Sonic did have a super good run. I mean, like, yeah, I'm talking shit, but I can acknowledge, he had to come from losers and make it back. He had to fight, and Blades was giving it to him with those block strings.
Dude,
so like, blocking
like,
all the shit.
Oh boy.
Oh
man, the shit was good. Like it was good to watch.
Like
I'm gonna beat him when I play him. I'm just. I
was almost disappointed that I almost thought like me and Abe were like the only ones who were watching Blades play and just like really respecting that shit that he was doing.
Yeah,
because like there were a couple of moments where it's just like my head was popping off and nothing was happening on stream. Dude. And I'm like, why is it so quiet? How are people not losing their damn minds?
Once he gets his like Vegeta and his Kibu up,
dude, his Vegeta is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I didn't know that jump light was that good.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was rooting for Sonic Fox to lose for the simple reason that I would have liked to see a big fire lit under his ass to go even harder than he already is, and see that explosion. You know, like I'm the dude that will hope certain people will lose just to make them better. You know, because I feel like they can be better, and there's nothing like a big loss to make you push yourself even harder.
Would that really have been a big loss? So he was already in top 8, and like Blaze he's beaten him in DOA before, so I wouldn't have looked at like a bit. That's like, all right, well, this happens in this game, it's going to happen in this game too.
I think more so
him play like a long set too. Go ahead.
I was thinking maybe more so like him losing to Chris G in grand finals might have been the icing on the cake for that, because that would have been 2 losses.
Right.
The same guy at basically at the integral stages of the freaking tournament.
Yeah.
But the thing was, he lost to him the first time, and he actually did get that fire lit underneath him. He was like, okay, this is what he did to me. This is what I wasn't doing. And oh, hey, Arturo fucking put up the goddamn archive before anybody else could. So I got all day to watch this, you know?
Yeah,
all day to watch this.
Oh, that's a good. I didn't even think about that as far as like for tournament players. Like, oh shit.
And the difference between Sonic Fox and Chris G, other than the fact that Sonic Fox didn't eat fettuccine Alfredo before top 8, is the fact that Sonic Fox, Chris G probably didn't watch that. I mean, I'm not saying that he did or he didn't, but he won, so it's kind of hard to be like.
Did you see that tweet that he tweeted? He tweeted saying that like, I don't know why you guys talk shit to Sonic, but he could very well just come back and 6-0 me or something. He said something like that, and I'm like, Chris G, that's not the mentality you need to go in there like, nah, dog. And I'm about to throw some shit at you. He
also said some shit like, by the second loss in that set, I knew it was over. And I'm like, oh, dude, you can't be.
Yeah, you can't like that. Like that. If anything, I'd be like, all right, whoop my ass right now. I'm just chill and breathe. Basically on some tournament of power shit. Just, all right, beat me this first set. I'm going to just relax. I'm going to let you I'm gonna play like I'm trying to win, but I'm gonna let you work so hard to get this win, and then I'm gonna fucking just body you in the next set.
Throwing on that super armor real quick.
Like just sit there and chill, get your ass whooped, and sleep on it.
Like Vegeta trying to go Ultra Instinct real quick. Like,
yeah, dude.
But no, so like Chris G, if he did watch that video, you know, there were other factors involved basically that might have just taken him out of that game. But he had an amazing run the entire time, and I think he also showed Sonic Fox something new that he hadn't really had to deal with yet out on East Coast. And so to that end, I think the fire still burns for both of those players.
I haven't seen anyone challenging Sonic's block strings and or his offense or anything at all. I mean, some people do, but not as much. They don't challenge what he does. And that's a big factor of his success. They don't challenge him.
I gotta say, partially, I wouldn't be surprised if some of that is just Jitters Fox factor.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like
I think
his aura incapacitates you.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, Justin had that factor too.
Yes.
And I'm sure Sonic has it now because people are like, oh my god, I don't want to get set played, and I've seen all this stuff and whatever. It's like people can't be thinking about so much of the name. You know, they need to be thinking about playing the game the best possible way that it's supposed to be played. And after that, everything falls into place.
Mm-hmm. To that end, I'm glad Dragon Ball FighterZ brings that out of people.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people were worried before this game came out, is this going to bring out the competitive edge?
Hey, remember, everybody's like, man, the game's not deep, man. The combos are real simple, man. Meanwhile, the game comes out. People don't know what the hell's going on. They're still trying to figure out how to play. There are mad aspects that they're like,
they dropping combos, man. They
dropping hella combos. I thought these combos were mad easy.
Right? But now it's the game got no neutral.
Right? Like what? How you say the game has no neutral? Like, oh my god.
That didn't even make any sense. Oh, dude.
I love this game though.
It's getting there, man. Like the steam is like just red hot right now, but there's something that's worrying me, you know? One of my friends said before the game came out that it needed a pro tour behind it, ASAP. And obviously, you know, Winter Brawl is the first major outing for it, so, you know, that most likely doesn't have to be announced right now or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I really want to hear some rumbling about that, you know? Like, I think the community is going to carry it as far as it can.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, you have to take into account, remember, I have it. There's a interview with Arxis, and they are talking about, I'm trying to see if I can find it.
I think I know what you're talking about, where they said that
they want to let the game breathe
decide
and focus on making sure the game is good. Like, I'm pretty sure they want to focus on DLC and all that stuff before they be like, all right, here's a pro tour. Because, like, you know, some games, they'll be like, all right, the game's out. Tomorrow's pro tour. Even though the game is still busted as shit and we haven't fixed it yet, there's a pro tour.
Yep.
No, we're not doing that. So I like what they're doing. I rather it goes on a pace right now. I would like for, say, the first year, no pro tour, and then we have Evo, right? And then we take the momentum off of Evo, and then like off, or what's next? Then bam, there's a pro tour now. Because then, like, say, like,
that would be the ideal time. Yeah,
that's what I would do. And it seems like whatever I think to myself, what I would do, they've been doing lately. At least with all the characters in the game and the mechanics.
Better ask for that paycheck, man. They're taking your ideas, dude.
I don't know, man. Somebody's like talking to me while I'm asleep. I don't know what it is.
Alexa's taking your brains, man. Like,
man, you know what? I'm just glad the game exists because I'll be bored.
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
I think, in terms of the way that the tournament sees developing, it's really refreshing because for Dragon Ball FighterZ, because I think this is the most organic situation we've had with a big game in a while.
It is.
Where they're allowing it to pretty much cultivate itself, you know? Because I remember, like, Street Fighter V was like, they were ready to go with the esports shit, like, right away.
Yeah.
That bit some people in the ass, too.
Yeah, and you know what? It definitely has a different feel to it when you kind of just release it out into the wild and see what happens.
Right.
You know? And it reminds me of older shit, man, and that's what I really dig about it.
It gives me that feeling, and it's been a long time since I've like sat in practice mode All right, I haven't done this in a long time where I sit and practice a game till my body feels like it's about to give out, and then I pass out.
Oh, shit.
I do that with this game.
Please don't do that. Please.
I mean, like, my body's not gonna give out, but it's like I'm tired. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to sleep.
No, I hear you. We've been doing the same thing over here.
So it's like I haven't done that with a game since, because I didn't do that with NK9 either. I definitely did that with Street Fighter 4 and DOA 4.
And I believe it's because of, people who feel this way about this game, and there's enough of us that despite what a lot of people are afraid of happening, if this doesn't get a Pro Tour ASAP, I think it'll survive.
I think it'll be fine by itself. Like I'm not even thinking about a Pro Tour right now. I'm thinking about Evo and making sure I'm hella polished and making sure locals, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the most important to me.
Locals are the most important to me also right now. Like, being in NorCal, we don't have any, but
yeah, it's not just like the locals, it's your region too. You gotta just support your region. Because then your region gets bigger, then majors get bigger because the region is bigger. I know, like man, what is it? What is it called? Oh my god. What is it called? It's tournament in Indiana, it's a monthly, and they just had 100 people show up.
Oh,
trying
shit.
Yeah. For 4 Dragon Ball fighters. See, No Good Citizen runs it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I'm actually going on Twitter right now.
Feeling bad about this. Right now.
Net Battles.
Net Battles?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Damn it.
I don't know if I've heard that one before. I feel like it might be something else.
It's in Indiana though. And
okay.
Trying to find
Naptown Clutch?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Well, it's the same people associated, but that's not the same thing as the monthly itself. But that's another tournament, but it's ran by the same people. All right, I'm out.
Okay.
All right, man. Be careful. Lock the bottom lock.
So, I mean, yeah, I think the community, support for this game can be humongous. I mean, being KOF background, me and Abe have seen what the community can do for a game that doesn't immediately have that kind of support. Not that Dragon Ball FighterZ doesn't have immediate support. They've just come out with a big patch just today.
Right.
We got
and
DLC
it's still the first
on
month.
the way. It's still the first month, basically. Yeah. If you're in
We live
Japan,
in a
this
social
is
media
month
era.
one.
Yeah, we live in a social media era. I know everybody wants like, oh, we need new content right now. No, man. People need to chill out with that. The game, it's the first month of the game.
First major tournament, right?
Yeah.
We got final round coming up. They're talking about Sonic Fox versus Goichi in what exhibition. I don't even know if they even agreed to this yet. Everybody just wants to see it.
Yeah, I know. We see all these flyers and shit. Like, is this official?
I think it's more epic if they meet in tournament than exhibition. Honestly, I don't care about the exhibition. I care about the tournament. The tournament, it matters more because you got, you got what, 10 games or whatever. You can just fill each other out regardless who wins or loses. It doesn't really matter because it's like, how are you going to be thinking in the moment when you need to make sure that your final decision is the right decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no finality in a long set. I mean, it's cool to watch, but like right now, it's kind of like
more or less
nothing's developed. Right? Everybody doesn't know the game. I mean, yeah, that's cool too, but I don't know. I think tournament matters more.
I think tournament matters more to most people because, the simple fact there's money on the line, Exhibitions don't always have money on the line. It's just,
I think it's more prestige. I don't know. I'm thinking more about the prestige than the money. Because, I mean, like,
you got better than I am then.
Sonic's almost a millionaire. I don't think the money at that point for, like, an exhibition matters. It's more so about being the best. So, like,
winning in an actual tournament where somebody's actually fighting for something.
Yeah, I think it says more when 2 of the best players meet by going through the best players to meet each other as the best players in the finals. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's, I don't know. It means like, yeah, I can beat them and I can also come and beat you too. That's, I don't know. That's how.
Now, the thing is though, how do you guarantee that? Especially with all this
build up. You don't, but that's how else are you going to determine how good they are? That's
why they're going to have the exhibition though, because it won't be perfect, but at least they can get their hour and a half of footage on those 2 playing each other. It's got a strong argument for it right now. I think it's probably one of the most anticipated classes to.
I mean, I am going to watch it because I do want to see it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things. Is like you can feel how you want to feel about it, but I'm
You
still watching
it,
that
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like I don't disagree with you on that, but eyes are glued to the TV set for that one, and there's a couple other exhibitions I'd like to see on top of that, but obviously not nearly as high in terms of notoriety as that one. But with that being said, that also makes me wonder, like, hey, who else is going to show up at these tournaments? Winter Brawl was, a first outing for a lot of people in Dragon Ball Fighters. Final round, that's going to be Fame's home turf.
Oh, Fame's from Atlanta?
I think he said he was from people telling me from Georgia.
Okay.
And so I'm like, well, who he playing with? Who's he grinding
Atlanta's
these
got
setups
some
with?
good players, man, in different games. They got Poke Chop, Big Boy, Anakin, and just to name a few in like different games. Well, Tekken and Poke Chop plays everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at everything. Big Boy too plays everything, but he mainly Tekken. But they have some talent in Atlanta, and Fame has obviously shown like how good he is. So you're right. Who is he playing with? Or he's probably just net playing or training by himself in a room of spirit and time. We don't know.
Infiltration, huh?
Yeah.
Infiltration.
Here's another thing too about the top 8 at Winter Brawl is everybody comes from some type of pedigree of some other game.
That was a big deal, yeah.
And Fame, I believe he placed second in Blaze Blue, or top 3 at least. He placed really high. I don't think he won, but every one of them has some type of background in the FGC where they did extremely well, or they might have been the best at some point in time. And that shit is wild as fuck to see.
It's like the All-Star game, right?
Yeah, cause it's like, for instance, okay, Fame's a great Blaze Blue player. Fuck, a lot of people didn't even know who he was. And then he goes in Dragon Ball Fighters, like, who the fuck is this dude? Rocking the blue team. Like, that's fucking dope.
And he's given the business to Sonic Fox, one of the most notable players in our generation.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's what this game does for me. And we called it. I want to say it. We called it on the show probably 2 or 3 months ago. We knew this was going to happen. People thought we were crazy.
Saying like there was going to be everything we've said has come to pass. So
and the best part, and I think the best prediction we made was that it was going to bring the best of every community together. Not specifically just the best. Everybody's coming out there, but the fact that the best are showing up to play each other is amazing.
I can't wait until there's like a 2,000 player tournament with godlike players from every game playing. I mean, honestly, the last time, people are going to say whatever, but seriously, MK9, everybody played the shit. At least for that generation of greats and stuff, everybody played the game, and that was the last time that there was a collection of players like this. Now, but back then, so like, I'm happy that we are in another era where everybody's playing the same game, because me, honestly, I want to be the best at it. That'd be tight. To be the best at the game everybody's playing in another era. That's how I feel. But I know it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. So that's why I've been practicing as hard as I've been practicing.
Chris, why don't we do some really petty shit and look up all the tweets of people that didn't believe in this?
Oh.
And then have a whole episode of like, hey, bro, remember when you said this?
I don't think anyone's ever I don't think anyone ever actually believed that it didn't happen, but there were some people who were just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like,
there's a lot of naysayers for Dragon Ball Fighter.
Or option selecting, you mean, Chris? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying I was option selecting.
No, not you. They
are option selecting. Yes. So we are definitely going to be throwing some mess at some glue, or some rubber rather.
Everybody go back to your Twitter and delete your old tweets.
Delete your old posts for the last 6 months.
That
please.
Shit ain't gonna last for a month.
Oh man, no, that's okay though, man. Like, I see people every day just surprised at how well this game is doing and how it's pulling people together. And some people were even saying, "Who knew that this would happen?" And I'm like, "Have you not watched Paozu?"
I remember Slasher said that. He was like, "Who knew that Dragon Ball?" I was like, "Dog." Come on, man.
I had to call him out. I like Slasher, but I had to call him out on that. And I was like, dude, you follow me on Twitter.
Right. And me too. Like, what?
What the fuck, dude? You knew I was about that, at least. That's all I need. That's all he needed to know.
Clearly.
Jesus.
This game is so good, man.
And we, like you said, I don't think everybody's got it yet, and that might be because they just don't know how to approach it yet. Because it's like you said, month 1, month 3 could be totally different than this.
Right.
Oh, it will be.
The rankings could be totally topsy turvy. But as it is right now, we have seen that anybody could show up any given day or any given major
And be a problem.
And be a problem and totally flip the dialogue. And I think that's why Abe wanted to see Sonic Fox lose, other than the fact that it let a fire under his belly, but it would also change the dialogue. The dialogue for this game is going to be like probably the most tremendous part of its transition into esports if it makes it there,
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. That's the storyline it would have told, is like, holy shit, so we're here expecting this, and then we got this. Fuck. Excalibur Blades, damn, you're legit. We didn't even see you coming.
And if I'm a marketing let's say they give me a Dragon Ball FighterZ Pro Tour and I'm the marketing director and they say promote the best player, I want to be able, the marketing director obviously doesn't want to go in there and say, well, everybody has won a tournament for this game so far. There are so many good players, I don't know who to even flash the spotlight on, right? That's a nightmare for marketing. But for the players, for the fans, for the pundits like us, that's a dream come true. Yeah, that's so many people to talk about.
It's great content. Just indulge in. Instead of just like focusing on one entity or anything.
Mm-hmm. And I think that can totally happen. I think it could totally happen before Evo.
Do you think we'll get to a point or a stage where we're doing like 6-on-6 3v3 battles online or something? Because I don't think you can do it offline, but do you think people are going to be like, all right, well, let's get into like a room where it's just 2ms and then see if we can like play 6-on-6 or 3-on-3?
Mm-hmm.
I want that to happen already. Like I because of this problem with matchmaking and everything, that hasn't even been given a chance to come into fruition.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks, man, because that in itself is a lot of content that other players can do. And you know what? Let me speak on that too. A lot of players have come correct with this game as far as like them promoting it, working on it, and really showing their passion for the game, which I didn't expect that really, man. Like, a lot of these people aren't usually that outgoing on putting content out like that. And that was kind of shocking to see. It's like everybody's got something going on. Everybody's trying to come up with some new shit to work on, or everybody's got some sets to show off or whatever. And I guess for myself and Chris, we're not used to being a part of a game that just constantly getting redeveloped by the community day by day by day, man.
It feels awesome though.
Yeah. It's also good because we don't have to like sit and try to find hella shit by ourselves, which is kind of exhausting at times.
Mm-hmm.
So when they post, it's like, thanks. Now, since you see it, you can just copy it and then just, go about your business. So I'm also happy that a lot of the people are posting tech and tagging me and tagging y'all, and we're keeping it like the circle of life going. So I'm glad that's going on too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I thought that was
trying to get better together. That's how I like about it.
I thought that would have been a disaster in the Twitter era, where we don't have necessarily forums to be like, okay, everything's gonna be here. It's like shit's in Discord, shit's on Twitter, but still,
it's
somehow,
so much shit.
Yeah, somehow there's somewhat of an organization there that we can most of the time find the shit that we're looking for.
We have a forum now too, though. We got Fighters Pro.
We got Fighters Pro. That's Norval Taki and I believe the Purple
Sharpie. Yeah, I'll post that in here. It's forums.fighters.pro, and of course it's fighters with a Z.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that stuff like that's going to be important. I know people were saying like, oh, maybe forums are a little outdated. I'm like, hey, don't shut off the modes of communication. At least, if it doesn't work, at least it'll be there for someone who can actually ingest all that stuff in that way. Yeah, man. Like the Twitter sphere, cycle has just been crazy. It's almost like CNN, almost. Like breaking news. Kid Buu has an infinite, right?
Oh,
right. Dude, I don't want to wake up to that.
I should. That's already gonna happen. Actually, as a Kid Buu player,
that shit would be patched out the next day though.
Yeah, that would be patched out the next day. I wouldn't even get excited for that.
The way Arxis is doing stuff, they saw that apology man thing, was like, nah, dog.
Dude, that's so messed up.
Cold.
That's cold.
Cold-blooded, man.
He had just talked to those dudes at like the Arxis, like, you know, private party in NorCal too.
Did he?
Yeah, he was hanging out with those cats, and he must have told them like, yo, I got some dirty shit with Piccolo.
He's like, nobody knows about this Piccolo shit. For real?
He posted it. He retweeted. I have that saved as my favorite. One of my favorites in the bookmark.
Oh my god.
That's what I do with tech. I see something, I'm like, oh, okay, bookmark. Go back and look at it later.
And he just won SinCal Standoff, which, by the way, top 3, despite, you know, it being a SoCal, NorCal, you know, meeting, top 3 was all NorCal. And more importantly, I guess for some people, top 3 was all Tension Han players. So, you know, Tension Han coming up too, NorCal also coming up. So, yeah, man, like I said earlier, there's shit everywhere. There's players everywhere showing up for this. And you there's got to be a way to keep track of them. But if an esport happens tomorrow, I don't know how you do it. Everybody in the pool.
Dude.
Well, here's the thing. Is because there isn't a big esports things around this, is it allows people to break through that maybe wouldn't normally break through. Like, it's because what happens when you introduce that way. Absolutely, man. Because what happens when you introduce esports into your game is immediately certain groups of people want to be like, nah, fuck you. You don't get in on this shit. You know, like, this is for us. Like, we don't want anybody else in on whatever it is that's happening to make money or whatever. Like, people, the sense of community gets totally divided.
Oh yeah.
You know, and with this, it's allowing itself to, dude, like, it keeps blowing. Twitter keeps blowing up. There's never a day where it's just a ton of shit for Dragon Ball fighters, and people are showing you, listen, man, you think Kid Buu is that fucking oppressive? There's a lot of shit that I found on my own character. Here you go, fucking beat me. You know, that's wild. I'm not used to seeing shit like that too, where players are showing off how to beat their own characters. I know Kizzy does it all the time.
People want the mind game to be so developed and evolved, I guess.
It's gonna make them better if they figure out, if they have to work around their own imperfections. That just weeds those out slowly. You know, that's how they develop as players. I mean, we've seen people who don't, you know, work on themselves, and they just keep riding the same tech until somebody pokes a hole in it, and even then, sometimes they don't fix it.
I mean, I'm seeing that right now. But I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna blow this shit up when I play.
Has this not been on Twitter yet? Is what you're saying?
It's not been on Twitter yet. I've not. Dude, I found this shit out. All right, first and foremost, I'm not even gonna say what the character is because, like, no, that I'm keeping this to myself because
this is an MPA exclusive.
Yeah. So, like, I'm constantly seeing all the 16 stuff. People complain about, oh, 16 this, 16 that. Dude, there are so many different ways to stop this character from doing stuff. Like that light string, you can downlight in the same instance of when he does the grab and hit him out of it. And if he does 2M in the same instance or the next hit, you'll block. The only way for him to hit you is to delay his next hit in the string. Or, of course, he has to do like H or something to catch you, like, you know, swinging late or something like that. But if you like reflect the H, you can super punish. You can punish with a key blast. There's different ways to deal with stuff. But of course, you got to make the read. But there's different kinds of like levels of read. There's a read that might get you out of it, or a read that might get you a punish, or a read that might get you out of the situation entirely, but you get no damage when you get out of it. But there are ways, and I don't feel like people are exercising their options versus stuff. And I know for sure, just from watching matches, people are not labbing how to stop stuff because they're not doing the stuff that I do. Now, I mean, like, people can say, well, why aren't you? Well, you could watch me play. I mean, I kind of stream every other day.
Yeah, pretty active.
I mean, it hasn't been for the past couple of days because I just been chilling. But hey, man, and I don't like streaming during majors because I feel like that's such an asshole thing to do. I want the major to get the most, you know. That's our community. That's our community thrives off of. So I want everyone to watch a major.
Oh man, I could just imagine streaming some of the shit that you come up with, be like, I hope you guys didn't see that shit. Anyways, gonna do it again on the next match.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It's not good. This shit ain't good.
This shit is not that good, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Like Vegeta, I'm like, okay, his neutral sucks. Yeah, don't lose all 3 of your characters to me then. Like, I'm just saying that the character is strong as fuck. Like, are you serious? His jump M is good. 2M is good when he fucking chops your feet, letting you know your shoes suck. That news right here is godlike. The key blast barrage is godlike. I hope the fuck you do super dash through my my assist. I will 2H you every time. I hope you do it. Go ahead. I don't know, man. The stuff people say is bad, I see it as good. And also stuff people say is good, I see it as bad. Maybe I have worms and everybody doesn't have worms, but I think everyone has worms and I don't have worms. So I don't know, man. Just training mode, just use it. I keep hearing about how like back then day the level was lower. Well, I know back then we knew how to use training mode. We knew how to look at and break down options and stuff. So I don't know, man. I guess when games don't have like automatic set play, people lose their minds. So I don't know what it is. But I'm gonna need people to step up that defense, and that's not just blocking. It's like knowing all your options.
It's important, man. Believe me. Like I'm not even trying to be that competitive. I'm gonna try to win still, but even I lab against 16, you know. And I barely ever play 16s. There's like barely any 16s in NorCal now that I think about it.
But you got a boo that can terrorize, dog. And it's early.
Kid Boo versus 16. That's amazing, dude. 2M against his 5H. Oh man, I wish you would. Ain't got no armor on them toes, baby.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close towards the end of this podcast tonight, but there's still time for you to get your questions in for us and our guest PL tonight. Please aim your questions into look at Gibby, the man, the god,
super producer Gibby on it, man,
on his shit.
I'm hella not looking at the chat, so y'all just have to feed me the questions.
No, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's what Gibby's for, man. You better.
Yeah, we got since the last time you've been on the show, we now have super producer Gibby actually reading the questions to us out loud.
Okay,
you know, but it's not his turn for that yet. Have we talked to you about the DLC yet?
No.
Like the DLC with Bardock and Broly and
dude,
like, oh my god.
Both those characters are godlike. I've always wanted Broly, and I'm playing with Broly. Like, he's on my team already. How he works yet. But based on what I read, they did say weak attacks don't work on him. So to me, that translates to he has super armor or something.
Mm-hmm. Like that Mega Zangief shit, right?
Yeah, like so, or some Sentinel shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see what he's got. So I'm using Broly. Like, I've always, dude, first off, just the way he looks and sounds and just his entire MO is too good. I cannot use that character. Like my team, the team I'm using, Broly, Cell, Vegeta, that's my shit. That's Team Perfect Legend. Perfect Legendary Super Saiyan. If you want to get
wow, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah. My name is an acronym for Perfect Legendary Super Saiyan. So yeah. Well, it's a shortened version, not acronym. My bad.
I dig it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Bardock coming in there, like, I don't know if they're gonna give him his grapples because he should have the chokehold at least. But man, all these characters look amazing. I'm like jealous you guys are playing in the background. I want to play so bad right now.
Dude, yeah, they're playing offline too, man. There's no lag on this screen.
I swear to God, dude. Like, you over there, like, people are talking about, like, oh, dude, I can't play online, but I got locals, so whatever.
Yeah, dog, what's up? Like, I play offline. I ain't got to worry about. And then when we play for like 8 hours. So, yeah, I can get them casuals.
Damn, man.
And that's way more matches than playing online. Like, online rematch it's cool, it works and stuff. But you know, they be like, hey, dog, I gotta leave. Let's just do a 1st to 5. I ain't trying to do 1st to 5. My sets are as long as Goku Frieza. Like, so.
Oh man, I need that privilege. I need to go out to.
This is why we need a goon house, man, or an actual Mount Paozu arcade.
Come to Ohio, man. We get some games in.
Shit, dude. I was just out in Minnesota, so I might have.
Man,
when it stops snowing, please.
I ain't never been to Minnesota.
Nah,
I know it's bad there because that's like hella up north.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. But nah, dude. Like, yeah, I wish we had the time to do that too. Maybe in the future. You know, if I get fired in July or some shit.
We'll play at Evo. Shit.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. There we go.
Goon Sweet, man. We'll tell you more about that after this.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, super producer Gibby, my man, come out here, get out of the shadows and come out here and read these. This is from our guests.
Lovely questions.
You guys had me locked away for a while today. Goddamn.
Hey,
no,
man,
I'm sorry, man.
Got a good vibe going, you know, good jive.
We do. We got a decent amount of questions.
Alrighty.
Oh boy. This is a lot of questions. Okay. First question comes in from Benigmatica. He asks, after the results from Winter Brawl, has your opinion from Sonic Fox changed and will become the dominant Dragon Ball FighterZ player when EVO 2018 arrives?
No.
No? Okay. You guys?
As the result of my opinion from Sonic changed.
I was gonna answer it no as soon as I heard. Has your opinion of Sonic Fox changed? I was just gonna say no, but I need to know the rest of the question.
I mean,
it's too early, dude.
Yeah,
you cannot say that.
I mean, do people even know my opinion of Sonic Fox? I mean, what do you think my opinion is? There's a question for your question.
Enlighten us.
Yeah, please.
I want to know. I feel like I haven't got deep enough.
Okay, this is how I feel. I think Sonic Fox is good, and I never said he was bad or sucks or anything like that. I just feel like everybody else is kind of suspect, and not suspect in like the way people normally use suspect, but it's like it's really suspicious suspect. Why? I mean that I don't know. Basically, it's very suspicious that it seems like everybody wants him to be the best. It doesn't seem like it's let him earn it. It's like we want people to believe he's the best. Like I don't. That's what like, and this is nothing to do with this is on the outside looking in, and also on the inside looking in. Just like what the fuck is that's how I feel.
You kind of feel like maybe they ain't really trying to challenge him.
Yeah, that's how it feels. And I'm just like, when I came into the scene, it was all about people. There was a lot of resistance. People shit on DOA when I played it, said it was a shitty game. It wouldn't it was so bad to the point where people didn't want us to hold DOA at tournaments. That's how it was. I remember because, you fucking ask Tom Brady too, because I was there with them when the shit was going on. We used to really try to get people into the game, and nobody wanted to acknowledge it for being good. But in this era, now there's a totally different, demeanor. And same thing, back in the day, MK games and stuff, like UMK3. I mean, it was fun to watch and play and shit, but we knew it was broke. Like you can jab and block literally at the same time. So when you're attacking and they try to counter poke, you're like, oh, guess what? I'm blocking and attacking. Like that was in the game. So I'm just like, okay. And way we got on MK9 is because they supposedly have trying to balance games out and stuff or whatever, and it was still broke in certain aspects. Like Cyrax, come on, dude, you hit somebody, do 75% for 1 bar of meter. Nah, man, that's a problem. Or you got a character that's a safe armor launcher that leads to 40% and a restand to set up the same situation. No, that shit has to go. That's why I was making that tier chart. I'm like, look, there's more than just my bias, because really I took myself out of it. I wouldn't have rated MK9 where I rated. If I really want to say whatever, I would have DOA and SS plus, and it's not. It's an SS because I know, one, how much work it takes to be good at that game and play at a high level, especially when there's fierce competitors around the world playing. Japan plays that game. Europe plays that game. America's been playing that game forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's and it's developed. It has its own developed. I mean, I have a lot to do with it developing, but it has its own developed meta and everything like that. It had its own tour. It had its international represent. I went to Australia and played the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not just because DOA doesn't have 1,000 entrants like fucking Street Fighter. And also back in the day, the biggest amount of entrants was 300 people for Third Strike in Evo, right? But it was a collection of all the best players. So people will go back and try to discredit that time, but the players who were great back then are still great to this day. So it's I'm not trying to discredit anybody for their accomplishments, because it's still, regardless of whatever the game is, it requires you to sit in practice mode and practice and play against the best players, etc. However, the amount of effort it takes to win, because like say you set up a situation where it's like, all right, I just hit you and now you just got to guess 50-50 and there's no way to get out of it. You really just had to win one time. You have to hit them once, really. Yeah, you can count. You got to do the combo and stuff, but at the highest level as top players, we're not thinking about, oh, this combo so hard. No, we have that shit in muscle memory. So when we touch you, that's it. So I look at it like the amount of effort it takes to break down another player in neutral, and then also to maintain that pressure after the post knockdown game, and then like the options that you have to manipulate each part of that aspect of the game. So when you look at that, you look at Tekken, you can't just like start the match and just start fucking welling on somebody. You got to really like outthink them in spacing and in neutral, right? Like backdashing and everything. You can't just come in with Devil Jin Electric Wing off if somebody would duck and launch you. So you got to really set it up. Same thing like in Melee. Somebody's not just going to hop on Melee and just be waved and L canceling off their normals. Tech skill on top of the spacing and stuff. You got to know how to DI. There's a lot of stuff to learn in a lot of these games to be good. But as time has progressed in the past couple years, they have dumbed down on all that. And if people are telling me I'm lying or I'm hating, well, don't pull up any of the interviews of the developers telling you that they're dumbing the game down for people. And not only are they dumbing the game down to let people know, like, oh, play this, whatever, they're literally dumbing it down. You watch top players play, the amount that it takes, like, in MK9, you can't run across the screen besides with one character in the game. And that, if he messed up and you blocked, he could lose potentially like 50%. You have to be on point with that. But in MKX, you could run across the screen with just in split second with half the cast, well, no, most of the cast, and force a mix up on somebody, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You just have to hold that and then hopefully guess right. But I don't know. I'm not discrediting people who play the game. But I'm just saying, like, look, this is the effort it takes to win at these games. If you want to be upset and think I'm saying whatever shitting on this game, whatever the fuck, you look, I'm sorry. But this is how I feel about the amount of effort. And if anything, if somebody wants to really challenge me, they can try to put the effort in the games that I say take the effort and try to be a top player in those games, and then try to be a top player in the other games, in those games. And so, let me know how it feels.
And so do you feel like some people are avoiding doing that when it comes to Sonic Fox? Like they would rather just go so far and then see that he is just taking those extra steps to go even further and just be like, well, that's just going to have to be him because I'm not trying to reach that plateau.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not going to sit here and not give Sonic props either, because Sonic is one of the best lab monsters I've seen. Like, he's really good at sitting in lab and stuff, and like, he has the it's hard to like a lot of different games and really dive into them like that if you don't really like have a core team of people to play with and stuff. Like, you got to really like a game to really want to go and lab and figure everything out. So like, that's commendable for him to force himself through and like play games that he probably wouldn't even want to play, you know what I'm saying? Still like lab them out. But at the same time, at least in this game, other people are not labbing to figure out how to deal with stuff. So like, well, not just him, but anybody might have a really good offense. The offense is also not being challenged. And there are instances where it can be challenged and people aren't. And Sonic is a seasoned tournament veteran at this point. Like, yeah, he may be young, but he's been around since 2011. At least to my knowledge, and I know he grew up watching me play DOA. Him and his brother told me that they saw us on CGS and like WCG and shit. So like, before Skullgirls or any of that, they were playing DOA at least by themselves at home.
All right, so wrap this question up and get to the other ones, because we've got a decent amount. Is he gonna be dominant at Evo 2018? Sonic Fox.
I don't see why he wouldn't be able to make time.
Okay.
Because like, it seems like the majority of the mentality of most of the players are just going to let him win anyway. And it's not even like, it's a combination of his skill, but also like now the Sonic Fox factor that everybody falls for.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we already seen that happen for sure. All right. Well, that's a good answer, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that one, Gibby. Next question, please.
All right, next question is from Godlike. I'm sorry, spelled all weird.
Godlick.
The name is
Yeah.
Godlike.
You should have stuck with it, man.
Yeah, we'll say Godlike. All right. So his question is in regards to Sonic Fox possibly watching his match footage with Chris G after the loss.
He straight up said he did.
What's that?
He straight up said he did.
Oh well, I didn't know this. So he's saying, or he's asking, should a rule exist to stop that? I'm gonna say
wow,
That's
what I mean. There's no way to do. He could have wait and watched the footage himself through the Twitch archive. All he has to do is subscribe to Team Spooky or Beefy Techie and just find that shit.
Stop that shit. No, you cannot use footage of shit. You gotta go in there.
That was Art's. Yeah, that was Art's.
Yeah, he actually put that up real quick because he was like, "This is about to blow up, man."
Oh, YouTube version? Fuck yeah, put that shit on, baby.
He was like, "Dude, Sonic Belichick over here. Like, better get that info right
There's
now."
There's a lot that goes with winning, man. Like honestly, like Chris probably just shouldn't have had his Chris G diet.
That's what I'm saying, man. And goddamn French
Hey,
he should have waited until after
man.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
And the French fries.
And that was a second place finish. He was like, I guess it's dinner time, baby.
Dude, Justin Wong will tell you that he does not eat during tournaments because if you get the itis during it's over. Like you gotta space out. Like you eat like a salad, something really light that don't do anything, and drink a lot of water and keep your hydration and your energy flowing. But do not eat a big meal before you gotta play, man.
No. Especially at Evo.
And also, like for people who got girlfriends and stuff, or even girlfriends got boyfriends, do not have sex before you got to play in the tournament.
Oh shit, we're boxers now. We gotta keep our legs.
Look, we're grown people. Like for real, like dead ass. If you're a serious competitor, don't do that because it will take away from your killer instinct of playing. You won't be. No, I'm serious. Like
no, I know.
Dude, look, seriously, like when you bust a nut, like that's what happens.
Oh shit,
it takes everything out of you. It's a lot of minerals that go into making all that stuff, and
motherfucking minerals, bitch. You gotta get this shit together.
I'm just saying, man.
Just give that shit up to anybody, dude.
You got nickels and dimes in your blood system. You gotta take care of that shit.
Yeah, man. You got.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a good ass fucking answer, man.
That's a great quote, man. That's going on the highlight reel.
Gimme, jump onto the next. Thank you, Godlike, for your great question.
So, Godlike also asks. He says, "How do you?" This is for you, PL. He says, "How do you approach becoming a better player at this game? Focal points to improve."
Your awareness. I spoke about this earlier. You got to get to a point where, if someone does vanish or super dash, it's a bad idea versus you. To where you're like actively always looking for vanish and super dash. Because like people love to sneak in super dash and the string. They'll do like a launcher and then super dash because they think you're not gonna check them. Check their ass. That's what you got to do. You gotta check them. Get used to the block strings, the auto combos and stuff. Knowing when stuff in. Like I'll play somebody. They be like, "How do you know how long the string is or what the opponent can?" You gotta play every. You just gotta know what the animation looks like and what they can do.
Real talk. We talking about hit, right? The 2M.
Yeah.
Hit. You just gotta know what that looks like.
You just gotta know. Like and also there's like tricks for dealing with stuff. Like for example, Yamcha when he does mix-ups, you can hit him out of that. Online, online probably not.
That's what I'm saying. That's just nasty online.
Yeah, like online, that move is really good. It's seriously like a dead ass to mix up. But offline, you can react to it and block it or interrupt it at least. So it's stuff like that, like hit. When you see him do that overhead punch or do that down with a 2M that look almost exactly the same, just reflect. There's no mix up. Like, what's he gonna do? It's a 20 frame move, both of them. Just reflect, and the mix up is gone. Yeah, he can follow up with a M to attack, but reflect that shit too. Like seriously, it's that crucial. That's key to a victory in a lot of setups. Like know the gaps so you can level 3 on stuff, and also know when and when not to spin your meter. If you got your opponent in a combo and they've got like 80% of their meter left, and you're like, I gotta make up this life lead, you're better off finishing the combo and then just going for Oki or Oki Zemi or wake up from a hard knockdown than just doing a level 3. Like, all right, I'm gonna try to. No, don't do that. You want to use a level 3 when it's gonna kill. That's when you spin your meter. Like you got it's a lot of resource management. Do longer block strings when you're trying to make sure your basically, okay, what I'm trying to say is when you're waiting for a character to come back, like assist or whatever, and you don't like it's not enough time, like say if you start running away and it takes a long time, just do like a long ass block string if you get the situation and use that block string to basically waste time so your assist comes back. Or same thing, like say you're fighting somebody who's sparking and you hit them, do the longest possible combo you can think of to waste that time. Because you don't want to fight them at full sparking. Like you have 2 characters left and they kill your character and they're sparking at the beginning of the match and they have meat. Like you don't want to even be in that situation. So you gotta like know when to back off, and it's a lot of stuff. As you see, I'm like going through a lot of shit in my head. There's a lot of shit.
We could be here all night with that shit.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's for real. Like you know,
we
could probably do a
out,
special
man.
episode on that. Yeah, for real, dude. You go to Twitter, man. We can talk about it all.
Yeah.
No, for sure. But no, we gotta keep going. I gotta put this baby to bed soon.
All right. So
put the kids to bed.
I got to, man. You know,
next question comes from Dr. Zool. He says he's having a character crisis. He wants to play everyone. What should he do?
Play everyone.
Cell. No.
Yeah, Cell is everyone. Cell
Everybody will
so
cheer for
everyone.
you. Exactly. Cell would people would cheer for you because you pick Cell.
If you win Evo with Cell, people will walk around.
Yeah, Yipes will do an intro just for you if you play Cell.
You can't tell me that shit's not hype.
You can make that shit your ringtone, dude.
But seriously though, like
I might do that.
It depends on what he wants to do in the game, but like you can really express yourself in your play style in this game. Like you can be really defensive and just pick your spots and then like zone somebody and then you get the hit, then do the combo, or you can go in and attack behind assist like it's Marvel. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of. I mean, those are just 2 instances of how to play, but there's 2 on top of like a lot of them.
I just want to say, Cell is like every dad that steps on a Lego in the middle of the night in the dark. It's like,
dude, that shit is godlike. And then he talks all normal.
All right. Good answer.
The next question comes in from Bugs and Lola. Oh, I like this one. He asks, do you think Brawley is the type of guy to drink the blood of his enemies?
Ain't much blood left in him after he's done.
Yeah. He did something disgusting. I think it was before he became like full Super Saiyan, when he was like controlled or whatever. He got punched in the mouth by Goku or something.
Yeah, and he licked that shit.
He licked it. Yeah, so like I don't think I don't think Broly cares about getting AIDS or anything. He's legendary Super Saiyan. So I can see him doing some weird shit like that.
I mean, it's his own blood, so.
Yeah, man. Like,
sanitary. I don't give a fuck about hygiene, bitch.
I drink my
that
own
blood.
blood. It's sterile, and I love the taste.
Yeah. Try to keep these minerals in my mouth with this blood. You know what I'm saying?
The legendary vampire Super
Saiyan. Woman, get away from my minerals.
Get this iron in your blood. Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from GH. He asks if Saiyan Arc Vegeta and Kid Goku make it in his DLC, would you guys like to see an Ozaru Super from them? And he also doesn't understand what Mystic / Ultimate Gohan is anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's another topic for another episode, believe me.
I
would like to see Ozaru Super. I think that if it's actually an install, that'd be insane.
I mean, there have to be like a way to cut his tail off.
I think they would probably have a way to halt the process by cutting his tail off,
or destroying the moon or something,
and throwing the Earth.
Maybe he has something. I don't know, like because all right, Kid Goku things could. Well, first off, it's Arxis. I don't think they're ever going to do a character bad, but like there's so many different things they could do with him. They can give him the power pole, and then have him like just on the Nimbus cloud, and there's so many different moves they can give him.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I mean like as long as it's not like OP, I guess since I'm not like that big of a fan of Kid Goku, because like I don't know like I don't know what it is. I like Gohan more as a kid than I do like Goku. But
what?
I definitely want Saiyan Arc Vegeta. Dude, just I don't know. That Vegeta was such a savage, man.
Yo,
so cool.
this fucking topic, we need to do another episode where we just talk about shit like this, because I
Yeah.
feel like we could go forever. Because I agree, and I want to argue with you, but I'm like, fuck. Okay, we got.
It's like, we definitely don't have enough time. I mean, I can come back. I don't care.
No, for sure. Yeah, that might have to happen.
Let's rock with another one, Gibby.
All right, so here's a okay. This is a quick yes or no question that I missed. New Game Order asks, would you like to see Bulma in as future DLC?
With the new voice actor, sure.
To play with her?
Yes.
No, man. Like, what are we gonna do? Give her the Tron mech?
Yeah, it's gonna be Tron Bond.
And that don't work in Dragon Ball, man.
I know.
We can't even be like, yeah, she there's something where she can compete with. No.
That shit was old like a damn soda can, dude.
The only way is if I can get
Black
a
did
special. Yeah, dude, Black was like,
he melted her, man.
You trying to play? Be gone.
Yeah, like
get away from my minerals, woman.
Start your match off getting destroyed. Like,
that's a special intro.
I rather Videl with like Great Saiyaman teammate or something like that.
Oh, you talking about that leak?
Yeah. He's been reading the leaks.
It's not that. I was thinking about that a while ago because I'm like, dude, Videl back by herself.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, you know, one thing I don't like how Gohan becomes Super Saiyan 2 when he does his Kamehameha. I don't know, I just don't like that because after he's already powered up, I think he shouldn't even have yellow hair.
Well, the funny thing is, he's not supposed to actually. We can't go into that. Though.
Oh shit, man, we need a lore episode. we need a lore episode.
Yeah, I know he's not supposed to be able to. That's why I'm like,
well, he's not. It doesn't actually do anything. That's the thing. It's just it's just aesthetically pleasing to people.
Yeah.
Okay. Rod CU asks, and this is a good question: would you prefer mid-season or post-season balance patches?
Post-season, yeah. Let it rock.
Okay.
I mean, other than
this game right now is fine. Let it breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe season 2 can, if there's like anything that. There's no reason for mid-season.
Because I haven't seen anything that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And if they see anything, like, pretty sure Arxis knows what has a guidelines to themselves. Like, we don't want this to be possible, so they put stuff in check to where it's not going to happen. But if it does, they'll probably be able to change it on the fly.
I don't know. Kid Buu 2S is pretty awesome. I don't want them to change.
Hey, that shit was tight.
Yeah, dude, that shit is awesome.
I think it's cool, man. Kid Buu has weak air game, in my opinion. Like, yeah, his jump M is like that, but I prefer to have an air dash M like Vegeta to poke with when I'm air dashing, because Kid Buu, it stops him like mid-air. I don't like that. That's why I don't play him.
Fix the netcode. Now season.
There we
now
go.
Season. Yeah.
Now season, please. Okay. All right. And question I saw in chat a couple times is several people asked if you have any videos of the 16 stuff you were talking about, the anti-16 stuff.
Yeah, I actually do. They're all unlisted, and I've actually been sending them to Goichi.
Oh shit. Okay, we're picking line in the sand. We know where we stand.
but I respect Sonic Fox, dude.
Hey, all right. Well,
good.
Y'all know who I'm rooting for.
No, it's cool, man. Everybody's got to pick a side.
All right. Well, Gimme, was that all the questions, my man?
Yes, that is all the questions.
Okay.
I might not send them. I'll let them laugh.
It's just a button away, man. Does anybody else? Does anybody else have to time the exact same moment? Like, hey, same time. Do we both agree on sending this tech right now? No.
Over there looking like that meme where like that superhero's trying to press the button, he's wiping his head. He's like, oh god, do the right thing, be a scumbag.
All right, man. Well, great question from you guys, and I appreciate you guys putting the input in that. And well, it's been a fucking great episode of Mount Paozu Arcade. I think we got down to the nitty gritty pretty damn well.
Man, it's been awesome.
Again, man, let's plug your cell games.
Yes.
Yeah, guys. Go to. Let me get exact link because I have the Smash GG link up, but I want to get the the link for all the information and stuff, because I know a lot of people are going, "Oh, well, what's the actual info?" So let me get you, because the stream will be streamed on www.stream.me/dbz, and there you can also find like the casters are going to be there, tournament director, head admin, executive producer, all their Twitters are there. Also, you can sign up there, and you can also sign up for Smash.gg. The prizes on a weekly basis will be like first place will be $150, second $75, third place $50, fourth will be $75, fifth, ninth, and through like fifth through like 32nd get points ranging from like 50 to 15, and the season finale first place will be 1,000. Second place will be 750, third place will be 500, fourth 250, fifth 150, and seventh 75. For everybody who's not been in a tournament before, this would be a great way to play and get your feet wet. It's free to enter, and there's a stream of it every week, and it gets down to top 8 just like majors and stuff. You don't have to leave your home. Of course, you got to deal with lag, but that at least you don't have to pay for everything else to get to a tournament, because tournaments can run you like $1,000 just to go to a major. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
this is a good way for people to gauge themselves and see some of the strategies out there and stuff. I'm looking forward to it because the production value of War of the Gods and Combat Cup has been nothing but spectacular. So I can't wait to see the finished product for Dragon Ball Fighters. But yeah, everybody, if you want to play right now, we have 417 people signed up. That's of me like looking the last time. But you go there, sign up, and get ready to do like some people sign up. Sonic sign up, Lord Knight sign up, Flux, King, Angelic, Grover, Kizzy, Mash Buttons is signed up. I'm just looking at some of the names that are signed up. It's a lot of people, man. It's 400 people from different games and stuff. Like, you're going to see some of the players that we've been talking about here on the stream playing in it. I'm not gonna play in it because I'm not about to sit here and try to rely on.
What? Yeah, it's because your mineral game got to be on point, man. You got to hold on to those minerals. And
right. And like, honestly, Toledo internet is not the best for playing online or anything, because I've tried it. It's annoying as fuck. Like, honestly, our internet, we pay like 50 for like 30 up. I mean 30 down and like 5 or 6 up. Like, I have to pay extra just to get 6 or 7. That's why I can stream at 1080p now. But for like, yeah, man, it's not the best for online tournaments. So that's why I'm focusing on offline. I got my guys here playing, and I'll be at Combo Breaker and stuff. And I'm looking at CEO Evo, because normally, I mean, obviously Evo, but I know it's in Daytona this year, so like I gotta.
CEO looking like a no for me, man. That shit's like 600 plus for me to get.
Is it? Damn. Yeah, because I haven't normally flying to Orlando. I don't even know what it's like to go there. Yeah. Like, for me, going to Big E events in Philly, it's normally $500, $600 to fly there from where I'm at. So if I go, I gotta do some extra shit. I gotta fly New Jersey and then take a cab for an hour to like it's a hassle. Like, it's not a hop, skip, and a jump for me.
So
I hear you, man. Yeah, guys, check out Perfect Legend, dudes. Fantastic guest as always. I really appreciate having you here, man. Your insight is always very unique and insightful.
Thank you. And I appreciate being asked to come on the show and talk about all this stuff, because this is awesome, man. And I hope everybody in the chat enjoyed the show, and hopefully you guys will follow us. I mean, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow stream.me. I mean, I know y'all being whatever about like whatever I'm saying online, but I don't bite. I just like to talk shit and get some games in. But yeah, again, watch us on March 3rd. As long as the net code is good and stuff, and they don't have to push anything back, definitely it should be on March 3rd, and the broadcast starts at 6 o'clock, and it'll end around like 9 o'clock, because they'll get down to like a certain amount before they start putting people on stream.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be, and of course we'll tweet things out when things are live and stuff. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch and cheer for people and root against people. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be there, man. And just to let this father send his baby to sleep.
Oh yeah.
I know,
I'm
right?
gonna let
without
Elroy
me, man.
close it out.
She actually went up to the bedroom without me.
Oh shit!
Hey.
All right, Chris.
All right, everybody. I
Yeah,
just want to say thank you guys for checking us out this week on Mount Paozu Arcade. Make sure you check out our Teespring at teespring.com/store/game-goons. And always check us out on Twitter at GameGoonsTV. Make sure you protect those minerals, man. They're important. Hold on to that shit, at least until, the job's done. And for everybody else, have a good night and keep it super. You know what I'm saying?